and I remember every hole. I think they added a couple of bunkers, but a lot of good memories, so it's really nice to be back.
How do you reckon the course is playing differently from this time? Is it a lot different?
Well, during the practice rounds, the weather was a lot better than what it was before. I prepared a lot better this year, bought a lot more warm clothes and brought hand warmers, so I'm excited to play.
And how would you assess your form coming into the championship this week?
I think I was struggling for a little bit, and just trying to get up there, trying to get my confidence back up, and trying to move forward and try to play better.
Okay, we have a roving mic here, so anybody who wants to ask questions, please raise your hands in the normal manner. Thanks. Questions?
Michelle, is this a course where your length off the tee is going to prove a big advantage?
I think there are a couple of holes where I can take advantage of my drivers. I was trying to map out my strategy this morning, so hopefully I can use my driver in a couple of holes.
Michelle, you, I think, got an invitation here 5 years ago to play as an amateur, as a 15-year-old. What's your view that that's not happened for Alexis Thompson, that she hasn't been able to play this week despite the form she's in?
I think we were in different situations. I think they granted me the exemption because I was an amateur. They didn't grant me an invitation one year when I was a pro. So I think that she's a really good player. I think she's a really fantastic player, and kind of seeing her play, I wish her the best. And I think it was this LG's decision. I think that she would have definitely played great here, but I think it was maybe just a decision that they made. But I think she's an awesome golfer.
Michelle, just on that point, I mean, is there a fear that perhaps she is still too young, because it seemed that perhaps that it all happened too soon for you and you had to take a step back and seem to be coming again?
I think that her and her family and her team are doing things that they think is right. It's hard to judge in those kind of situations, even in mine too, because it's not like they've done anything like it before. I've never done anything like it before. We just do things, we make choices that we feel is right at the time, and you just gotta move forward and live with it, whether it's the right decision or not. You just have to believe that it's the right decision and move forward. I think that it's one of those things where you just do as you feel.
Can you be too young to turn pro?
It is definitely a hard life out here. I think one of the best decisions that I've ever made was, going to Stanford and, going to Punahou. I think really, continuing my education. I think that it helped balance, my life out a little bit. It is a hard life being a professional, but, I think that you just can't put a standard on those kind of things. I have no idea what, Alexis is. I mean, like what she feels and what she wants. Obviously she wanted to turn pro, so she has to do whatever she wants to do, because I definitely did.
Questions?
How much does the victory of Paula Creamers in the US Open inspire you to try to win your first major, someone that you grew up playing amateur golf against?
Yeah, it really does inspire me. She played great at the US Open, and I think it's great that the Americans are, winning the majors again. So hopefully, I've been practicing really hard. Obviously, my showing wasn't great at all that week. So, just trying my best out there and trying to play as well as I can, and hopefully, do better than what I did last time I was here.
How close do you feel your game is to winning a major?
I think that it's definitely possible. I just have to go out there and do my thing.
Michelle, we know all about your golf results. How are you doing at Stanford? Do you know 2 years to go, or is it 1 year to go?
2 years to go. I'm going to be a senior this year, but I'm going to be a super senior the next, so I have 2 more years to go.
And how are the results going? You keeping up on both fronts, golf and that?
Yeah, my grades are actually pretty good. I'm surviving. I think it's just a combination of A's and B's, so it's pretty good.
Michelle, what was your first impression of links golf at Formby and how has it changed over the years?
It's definitely a memory, landing in Liverpool and driving by there. It's a great memory. I still remember Formby a lot of that course, but I think the thing that I remember the most is just using hybrids, chipping with hybrids, and not hitting flop shots on every shot. I definitely like to hit the flop shots, so it's just using your imagination. The numbers mean nothing out here with the wind. Just a lot of good memories.
Hi. At last year's Salam Cup, people sort of got to know you from outside, got to know you a little bit more. How much was a breakthrough was that for you?
It was a lot of fun. The Solheim Cup was a lot of fun. I got to know a lot of the players a lot better, and they really helped me through it. And just the pressure and everything about that just really helped me. I guess call it breakthrough, but just really believe in myself and really realize that I can do things like that. So it was a great week.
And has that been the biggest sort of influence in your career for confidence-wise?
It has to be one of the most important things that happened to me. I think I just remember it being so much fun and just so rewarding the entire week, and just having so much emotions into it.
Michelle, there was a feeling perhaps when you turned professional, and again a little later when the Americans weren't doing so well, that you had to be the saviour with Paula winning, Christy winning majors. Do you feel there's a little less pressure and you can come through in your own time?
I think it definitely makes me want to do better, and it motivates me to be one of those names that have won majors this year and be one of those American players that pushes through. It definitely motivates me to work harder and play harder and just give it my all and just be one of those players.
Any more questions? Michelle, I beg your pardon?
Yeah, sorry, this is a slightly facetious one, but on Facebook you said that you'd really enjoyed being in Southampton. I just wondered how many people had corrected you.
A lot of people. I do know. It's Southport now,
yeah.
Right?
Right.
And we're in England, correct? Yes, okay. It's funny how one mistake and everyone can correct you, but at least I know now.